What's up? What's up? What is up, guys? What's going on? Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Hey, wanted to hop on here really quickly and talk to you guys about trading, guys. And guys, I'm streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, and guys, connect with me on Instagram if you haven't. Eddie Harvey Online. Follow me, and I'll follow you back. All right, let's talk really quickly, guys. This is not going to be a long one. I just want to talk about funding. What do you need when you start trading live? Obviously, in your demo account, you can start out with a demo account of 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and so on and so on and so on, right? But when it's time to get in the trenches and go live, what do you need to do that? Okay, so depending on what you're trading, right? Every market requires something different. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Every market requires something different, right? So when you're looking at businesses for you, when you're looking at what you're funding, if it is forex, all right, let's talk about forex for example. You can start forex accounts, a live trading account, and some brokers I've seen $10, and then some I've seen as little as $20. Now, why is that? Is depending on the leverage you're using. If you're going with a very high leverage, you're going to have more flexibility to start an account with a smaller amount of money. Now, that's cool, but on the flip side, having all that leverage can get you in trouble because as you grow your account, right, you might be in a situation where you're going to be leveraging and risking a larger lot size, more than your account truly can handle. And that leverage is going to put you in a position where you're going to be able to handle more drawdown, but that can be a good thing if the trade turns back in your favor, but it can be a bad thing if you continue to just draw down and draw down. Now you're going to look up and you can be down so many pips or so many hundreds or thousands of dollars, just depending, right? So, not going crazy with your leverage. In that situation, if that's worse, is all you had to start, you could start an account with about $20. But for forex, I would suggest, man, you're starting an account. I would say, a minimum if you want to start trading live, guys, you should have $100 to $300. That's like a good base amount for you to start with. You even, not saying you can't afford more, right? Because if you can't, that's cool. But, I wouldn't put it all in one account, especially if you're just starting out. Try to take that 100 and work it and see if you can flip that 100 to 200. You guys got to understand that if you're getting into trading, you got to get into it with the long-term mindset. You can't come in here, don't start trading live, man, if you're trying to put every wish, hope, and prayer on making this work in 30 days, like in desperation mode. Because when you're a desperate trader, is not a very good trader, okay? A confident trader, a stress-free trader, you always going to be some level of stress, but a very less stress trader is a good trader because trading is mental. Trading is mental. If you go in with a survivalist mindset, right, where I gotta make this money, you're totally attached to the outcome versus the skill set, the process, then you're gonna be in like a desperation mode. And I get it, some people have to do it and they have to make it work, and some people do make it work. But the reality is everyone's story is not the same. Okay, everyone is gonna have that glory story, right? So if you can, right? Reality is if your back is against the wall enough, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you're in a situation where you do not have to be in that type of mode, don't be in that type of mode. But 100 to 300 bucks is a good amount that you can start trading live with forex, because typically I do a leverage of 1 to 200. Some people do 1 to 500. If you're going with an account like Oanda, which is a U.S. regulated broker, you're going to have a 1 to 50 leverage. But if you look, let's just say, for instance, you start with 300 bucks. You figure you're a lot size, you want to do 0.01 for every 100. Now you're looking at a lot size of 0.03 or something like that on a $300 account, which you're risking, your risk is 10 cents per pip. You figure your risk 3%, right? And if you do a 1-to-1 ratio, your reward would be 3% on the 1-to-1. Or as you continue to go up, your reward will be higher. You can have a 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or whatever. But you can start Forex for 100 to 300 if you're trading, let's say, gold, for instance. Gold is a little more. It's a little more risk. Gold has more volatility, right? Gold is volatile per se, just like different Forex pairs. Gold, I will be looking at for every 0.01 lot, you want to have about $250. So if you just want to focus on gold, I would say start out with around $250, and you will want to do that for every 0.01 lot size. Okay, so if you wanted to do let's say a 0.02 where you're risking 20 cents per pip, have an account of about $500. And I'm saying this because gold moves fast, man. Gold is very volatile. So you want to have enough cushion in there to be able to handle that. Okay, so that's gold. If you're doing crypto, if you're trading like Forex, I can't even think of the pair right now. Oh my gosh, draw the blank. Bitcoin, man. I couldn't think for some drew a blank. Bitcoin. A good amount, typically with trading crypto is about $300 to $500 to start, like with a 0.01 lot size. So you can say, you know, for every 0.01, you would have about 300. That's a good amount to start with because crypto has more volatility. So obviously, the more volatile a pair is, or the more volatile a currency is, you want to have more money in that account to be able to handle it, right? So you want to look at that. So crypto, about $300 is where a good number you can start with for if you're trading like Bitcoin and everything. And crypto is very volatile too. All right. Now, the last thing I want to talk about really quickly is indices. Gosh, indices, man. We're talking about good old Dirty 30, US 30. If some of y'all may or may not be familiar with it, that's the Dow Jones, S&P 500, and NASDAQ 100, right? If you're going to be trading indices, okay, S&P, it moves nice and steady, slow. It moves slow compared to its two other counterparts. If you're trading that, NAS, you can, I would say around a $500 account is where I would be comfortable with trading, not NAS, S&P, around $500 for an S&P, okay? That's the amount of money I would suggest if you're going to trade S&P 500. Now, if you're messing with NAS 100 and for sure US 30, I would say $1,000. That's what you would need, in my opinion. And that's what's suggested if you're starting out trading those, because those are some of the big boys, right? And there's nothing more volatile than indices, especially US 30. US 30 will have you smile in 1 minute, and you, I kid you not, in a blink of an eye, you can walk away from your phone and come back, and it'll have you frowning. It'll be laugh now, cry later face with that US 30, depending on what's going on with it. And you can be up, you know, $300-400, and then just like that, you can be down $150. So you for the big swings that it has, and the volatility, the crazy volatility of it, you want to make sure you have enough in your account to leverage that. Because if you go messing with US 30 with a $200 or $300 account, you can get your face broke instantly. I'm talking about in minutes. I kid you not. You can look up where now you see that account going from blue, right? And then there's, you know, your balance is you're winning, then let's say it's red, and then you start losing out on your leverage. And when you're losing out on your leverage, you know, so it might be a little, if you're going to trade that, maybe a 1 to 500 leverage or something like that, give yourself a little more cushion, but make sure you got at least $1,000 in the account, because when you start losing out on that leverage, then you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble to where that all them numbers up top start turning red, and at some point it's going to stop you out, right? And it's going to either going to stop you out and make you lose a big portion of your account, or you're going to blow your account. That's what it's going to come down to. So if you're going to trade US 30, if you're going to trade NASDAQ 100, because NAS is very, very volatile. Okay, so if you're going to do that, along with US 30, is like US 30 said, NAS is right here. If you want to trade those, $1,000 in a live account minimum to be able to handle the pullbacks. Okay. And then when you get rewarded, you're going to be all good, man. You're going to be all good. So trading comes down to People freak out and stress out about trading when they break the rules of trading. I've been there, I've done it. Right. When I'm within my parameters, when I'm using the zones the way I do now, right? When I'm focused and I'm using proper risk, I'm using proper leverage, I'm using my stop loss, I'm doing all of the things right, I'm good. If I lose a trade, so what? Big deal. I lost my 3%. Oh well, on to the next one. I'll get it back. Right? And when you stay, discipline goes a long way in trading. Trading is going to test you. You're going to see how much of a risk taker you are. You're going to see how much of an emotional person you are. You're going to see how resilient you are. Okay? How resilient are you? Are you going to withstand the losses and be able to come back? It's all about how you handle the losses with trading. The wins are great. When you win, you're feeling good. But how do you react when you lose? How do you react when you lose? Are you going to bounce back? Are you going to focus on that loss you had all day? Or are you going to have clarity and mental focus to get back and say, all right, I'm back in the saddle. Let's go on to the next one. You got to have a short-term memory. You got to be aware of what you're doing. That's why it's good to track your trades and see where you're at. But at the same time, you got to remember, you got to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can't throw in the towel after 30 days if you had a bad month. So what? Whatever it is what it is. It happens. You got to bounce back if you want to be in this game, because it's a dog-eat-dog world. It's treacherous. There's no room for the weak. I'm just being real with you guys. If you're weak, if you can't handle losing, if you can't handle things not going your way, okay, if you have that weak mindset, you're going to get ate up in the game of trading. That's just the reality of it. You got to have thick skin, and you got to be tough, and you got to withstand going through some things. It's mental more than anything. And then physical damage you're taking, it's mental. So that's why personal development is important. That's why disciplining yourself is important. That's why practicing your trading style is important. That's why following all of the proper rules of trading is important if you want to see growth. And it's not hard things to do. It comes down to you having the discipline to do the things that you're supposed to do. Okay, wanting to get better. So that's all I have for you guys, man. I hope you all found some value in this. Take those lot sizes, take those sizes, those account sizes, and use them wisely. Hopefully you can hopefully maybe if you can think about what amount you should start with, this gave you some insight, and you can use my advice. All right, so with that being said, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I appreciate you guys. And if you want to learn more about trading, guys, want to connect with me and learn through the platform that I utilize, giving you access to academies that's going to teach you about trading, giving you access to 200 plus live educators, over 2,000 hours of education, live education and analysis every month, along with 12 different strategies to help you earn in the marketplace. All right. If you want to get access to those type of things, want to learn more about it, go ahead, go to the link right there, tradewithed.com. Appreciate you guys hopping on. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. And man, blessings to you guys in your trading journey. All right. Talk to you later.